Guys, another fun and exciting day here with Restlesscraft Breakers. Just sending off invoices one more time. I know we had an issue because of daylight savings, where all of our breaks got thrown for a loop. Everything got pushed back an hour, so we're like right on top of the break when the auction ends, which we usually have an hour. So I'm just being patient with that. There's only 3 people who haven't paid yet. 2 of them are regulars. I think the other one has been on our breaks too, so they'll happen when they happen. Good grief. All right. Got Oliver. Sorry, playing with the puppy. So we're going to set this up. I'm going to give everyone a couple of minutes to get paid up before we start. So if anyone's on, they want to pick a side, let's pick a side. Get rolling. 10 people on, somebody's got to want to talk, right? Oop. Look at Paul. Thank you, Paul. Joe got beat. I'm sorry, Joe. Paul said right. He was the first one to answer. So we're going right. But Joe, here's what we'll do for you. Next break, we'll go left. Next break, we'll go left, Joe. I want to be fair. I want to be fair. All right. Oops, I'm sorry. I got a puppy down at my feet. So I'm trying not to give her the boot. Trying not to give her the boot. What? Oh. Do. What's up, Joey? All right, here we go. 2020 Topps opening day. eBay half case number 1. Frank, Diamondbacks, Rockies, Mets. Tommy has the Braves. Justin, the Orioles and Pirates. Joey, the Red Sox. Joey, you're all over the place, man. Adam has the Cubs. Sean, the White Sox. Mark has the Reds and Padres. Corey has the Indians. Paul, the Tigers. Brandon, the Astros. Brandon M, the Astros. Brandon H, Twins, Rays, Rangers. Wow, that was tough. Wesley, Marlins, Brewers, Nationals. Sandy, the Dodgers. Albert, the Angels. Mike, the Royals. Michael P, the Yankees. Ian, the A's. Rory has the Phillies. Shalani has the Mariners. Shalani. I can't say that. Shalani. John has the Cardinals, and Scott has the Blue Jays. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20, 23, 24, 26. Yep, we're good. Sorry, I just like to count and make sure that I actually have 29 teams. I know that makes me a little silly, but Shalani. Good. I'm glad. Thank you. What's up, Justin? How you doing tonight? So, I want to say this ahead of time. this is a tough product, guys. It's a tough product. Okay, we opened a case earlier in the Facebook group, and while we did get no. Okay, for some reason, my OBS keeps wanting to restart. So I think we're good now. I think we're good now. My OBS jumped twice. Sorry about that, guys. That rarely happens. Happened twice in a row, which is a little scary to me. So, like I was saying, Justin, I had to take that off there. I had to take that off there because Facebook, YouTube will ding me if that's on there. So we can't say those kind of things. We'll all get in trouble. So anyway, this is one of those products, guys, where I would strongly urge everyone to do your homework on the number of hits and how often, you know what I'm saying? How often do they happen? What is the ratio per case, etc., etc. Because this is not an easy product, guys. This is not an easy product. While there are good hits, it is not easy for us to pull them. And I think, given the money, that some people are going to be unhappy. So I would really recommend, yeah, I saw that. I'd really recommend taking some time to look into it. Again, I don't want to discourage any crazy bidding. That would be silly of me. But I want to discourage crazy bidding. And I'm going to be honest about it. I just would rather have people who knew what they were getting themselves into with this break than just going for it and then being unhappy. And I'm being honest about that. Okay, so please do your homework on this product. I appreciate all the bids. We did a full case break earlier. All right, we got one in that full case, one Louis Robert. What's up, Jose? We got one in that entire case. So okay. I mean, as long as you guys are happy, I'm happy. But the thing is, I just know this is going to be a tough product. It is a tough product. And just bear that in mind while you're bidding, please. Okay? It would be irresponsible of me as a breaker to not say that, yes, you're right, Joey. That you know, we ought to take a look at it. Do yourselves a favor, especially if you're new to the hobby. Yeah, that might be true, Tommy. That might be true. But especially if you're new to the hobby, I would just rather have people make informed decisions than just, you know what I'm saying, just going off with the bid. Have you never been a part of one of our breaks before? I keep the Giants in all my breaks, which is why you don't see the Giants for sale in anything that we do. We're going to have 2 stacks. There's our first slider for the Cleveland. We're going to have 2 stacks. We're going to have a stack that's going to be rookies and other cards of that nature that will be sleeved. And then we will have the stack that I will sleeve and top load as we go through. Bo Bichette will be sleeved. In our first case anyway, that we opened in the Facebook group, the inserts were turned backwards, so they were easy to spot. I'll tell you what, man, that was not, my forearms were a little sore after cracking that entire case. Aaron Judge, blue. Did we lock up? Are you kidding me? Did we lock up? Can you? Jeez. So OBS is going to have an attitude tonight. All right. So Aaron Judge Blue and a Boba Fett. That is fantastic. Sorry guys, my apologies. Yeah. I'm not sure why OBS is acting weird tonight, OBS Studios, but it's acting a little weird. Zach Gallen Blue. Vladdy. Willie Mays. So 10 boxes of this product is 2,500 cards. Okay. We will sort and package and ship them all tonight. Starting tomorrow, and hopefully starting with my OBS working properly, it will be rollover shipping weekend. Thursday, Friday, Saturday is rollover shipping, meaning that once you hit that cap, if you hit it on Thursday, you buy 2 teams. Nothing yet, Brandon. We just started. My computer, my OBS studio is acting goofy. So meaning that if you hit the cap, which is 2 teams for this product, because there's 2,500 cards that we're shipping, that everything else you buy for the rest of the weekend ships for free. Okay, so just something to bear in mind as you're going through this. The Facebook break we did earlier, the full caser is already sorted and bagged. We're just waiting until the end of this break, and then we will sort this and bag it, and all of it will go out tomorrow. The Facebook break and the eBay break we did yesterday already are gone. So if you were with us yesterday, I know Joey was, then you will should already have an update from the post office of your cards out. That's just, I strongly believe in shipping quickly. That is one of the things that I think is the most important. And so that's what we make sure that we do. We have a very active Facebook group. If you want to get in case breaks of this, we're going to have 5 or 6 more. Ooh, look at that. I didn't know we got a relic. Nice, we got a relic. We have 5 or 6 more. I think 5 more breaks in the Facebook group. We will have actually 2 tomorrow. Guriel Blue. We have 1 that we sold today. There's Jordan. That will break at noon tomorrow, and then right after the noon, we will have a 4 p.m. We'll go live with break 3 at 4 p.m. Boba Fett. And that will break at 5. It took 3 hours to get through a full case earlier. And then Gavin Lux, and we will then we'll have the half case on eBay tomorrow night, and that starts rollover shipping. It's important, Phil. It really is important. I'm not going to criticize or say anything about anyone else. That's their business, how they handle it. There you go, Fred Bird. I'm sorry, St. Louis Cardinals, Fred Bird. Relic. These are not easy. They're 1 in every, what did we say earlier, 1,300 packs. So this is not an easy hit. St. Louis Cardinals, that is John, have the first hit. It's important, right? It's important for everybody to have their cards right away. All cards ship with us, and we ship it. When I say we ship it fast, except for rollover shipping weekend, we will ship by as blue the next day. We will ship the next day. But we have a 2-day shipping guarantee that we have never missed. we've been breaking about a year and a half now, and we've never missed that 2-day shipping guarantee, and I just don't have any plans for it to happen. One of the things I've said this before, that I hated when I was just buying into breaks was the excessively slow shipping from some breakers. And so when we started doing this, all because I wanted more San Francisco Giants cards, that was one of the things that we were going to make sure that we always did, was ship people's cards. You paid for them. I'm not going to hold your money hostage. I'm not going to hold your cards hostage. We're going to get them to you. Thank you, Brandon. It is a good Facebook group. We do have a lot of good people in our Facebook group. I like that a lot. We would love to have you guys in the Facebook group if you'd like to join. There's not any pressure to ever buy into our breaks. You're welcome to just come and hang out with us and be a part of the group. We have a buy, sell, trade, share page, because the main part of the Facebook group I selfishly covet for my breaks, for their breaks. I don't want to say mine because it takes a lot of people to do what we do. My wife and my kids, I should, And we double bag everything when we ship. With the larger breaks, we won't with a half case. It'll just be traditional, but we have taken to sorting team bags and then 300 count boxes, because it protects just as fast, just as well, and we can actually move it faster. Thank you, Jose. I'm telling you, it is a good Facebook group. I'm really happy with our Facebook group. We've got a lot of good people. No, not a lot of nonsense goes on, which I like a lot. And since I am the grief giver in chief, I also let people give me grief. Especially about my poor hapless Giants. Well, not so hapless, but my poor Giants anyway. If this is the first break you have ever bought into in your life, this is not indicative of what I would consider a normal break. Now, this is a fantastic product. I love this product. I know I'm one of the few, Victor Robles Blue, but there's just a lot of cool things you can get. The autographs from the mascots and the relics. This year we pulled one earlier. They have on-card autos from the announcers. They have relic autos where you have the dirt and the player. We pulled one of those of Acuna earlier. They have we pulled a Trout that was a relic of Trout, and then a piece of seat from Angels Stadium, which is pretty neat. So this one has a lot of cool stuff in it. The frequency with which you hit them, Brian Reynolds Blue, is not as good as other products will be, and that is just flat the truth. Juan Soto, looks like his 2008. Probably is the same picture. So, especially if you're new, if you've been doing this for a while, you know the way this goes. You know the way this happens. You understand it, and I'm sure most of you did accordingly. On how you feel about it. But for new people, I just would rather have you be long-term in the hobby than throw a ton of money around and burn out quickly. You know what I'm saying? That's no good for you, because that leaves a bad taste in your mouth. And it's no good for the hobby that we lost out on somebody who could potentially be a good part of the hobby. And we don't do this to chase the almighty dollar first. I do this for the enjoyment and the love of the hobby, and for my Giants, and for opening packs of cards that I clearly don't know how to open. And so that's where we start. Oh, did you? I did not, Phil. I did not. If you put it on the buy sell trade, I quite often don't get over there, just because we're so busy, you know, sorting and getting ready to ship. If you look at, we were used to be called Restlesscraft Breakers, Chasing Baseball Legends. Now we've changed that to Restlesscraft Breakers, Break, Ship, Repeat, because that's what we are now. We break it, we ship it right away, and then we do it again the next day. Pete. Got a couple of nice Pete Alonsos earlier. We got the Pete Alonso, oh geez, what's the insert set called? If we pull one, I'll show you. Anyway, we pulled a nice Pete Alonso insert, nice Mike Trout, nice Ronald Acuna. We pulled the Bo Bichette variation, which is really nice. But only one Louis. Screech. Willie Mays. One of the few things for me to look forward to with my Giants. So if I'm looking at this set objectively, these breaks objectively for this product, I am, there's Alvarez. I am first and foremost a team guy. That is the slugger. That is the first thing that I am if I'm buying into this. I am a collector of whatever said team I'm bidding on. I get that some people are going after the Louis Robert because of what it is, and I get that completely. I get that completely. But 1 to 2 per case, I'm you know, I'm staying within a certain range. But if I'm in this purely for speculation, I don't, this is not the speculator's product. So if you're gonna push a little bit, I get it, but you know. And Heritage was tough too, so I mean I understand that as well. Heritage was, and it always has been, you know, 2 to 4 autos per, and you're looking for variations. What's up, Mark? It is the same. I think it is the same design, right? Could have happened. Could have happened. It is for it is intended. I mean, and the Louis changed it. And again, I think this is an underrepresented product. There are really excellent hits that can come out of this product. It is just a difficult product to get hits on, which is why I think the bidding has to be, you know, that has to be part and parcel of whatever I'm bidding on this product. If somebody wants to lose their mind and, you know, take some team to a ridiculous level, I personally am just saying, okay, good luck to you. I hope you get it. And every bid, and I'm the first one to say this, every time someone says, "Oh my lord, you overbid," not you didn't. You only overbid if nothing comes up for you. You know what I'm saying? The amount you pay is relative to the amount of hits that you get out of that product. I mean, I've copped an attitude with Giants breaks in the past where I spent way more than I should, double what I probably should, and walked away with some of my best hits. And that happens too, but not consistently. All right, I'm done talking about that now. Let's just look at the pretty cards and see what happens. We are all grown people here. Yes. What's up, Dante? You are the holy. You are 100% correct, Whit Merrifield. Which is not to say it's not a product worth going after. I think if you take a look at these rookies, $2 or $3 a piece. In a case, I counted up the case and we got 20 of them. So for our Facebook group, the pricing in our Facebook group, you're covered. You're going to get your money back out of the teams that are priced, for that. But again, as with all products with breaking, it's a battle of attrition. Can I get enough, Clayton Kershaw, to cover my spot? And then, well, welcome, Dante. I appreciate that. And then when I get the big hits, I mean, that's just icing on the cake, in my opinion. Everything is based on my opinion only, not certainly gospel, because it's different for every person. I get it. There's our link to our Facebook group. Yeah, the hobby's hot. I mean, there's no denying that the hobby is very strong right now, and that makes it good for everyone. The resale market is good. The break market is good. The box and case market is strong. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Million Card Rip Party helped a lot. I know it has made a world of difference for us. So yeah, there's no doubt, no denying that this is it's a good market, which I think is why it's even more important. More important to mind the store, if you will, when you're doing this. What do you mean by numbered cards? Well, I mean, Phil, then you have to take a look at the pricing in the Facebook group and say to yourself, is the price for the case that I'm getting worth the potential hits? You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, is that in the Heritage, we sold our Phillies for $19. I think, in my opinion, based on what you can pull out of there, $19 for a full case. When you think about the fact that in the Facebook group, shipping is free, and that's included in the price, I think that's a very fair price, given the potential. Nick Solak. Yeah, and that's the other part of it, Paul. I mean, they didn't have the checklist out as fast as they could have, and you're right about that. And sometimes you are flying a little blind. Sometimes you are. Mike Trout. I mean, and that's where the homework part comes in, guys. That's where when you can, and I get today, notwithstanding for this product, I don't think there's ever a rush for them to get the checklist out for this. I just don't think they ever will. But are the hits, are the potential autographs, are the potential whatever worth? This is the number that I'm willing to put on it. What's up, Albert? Yes, sir, it is. But for me, and we were talking about this earlier, for Facebook, it has to be a price that I can comfortably, know that I'm not gouging anyone. I'm This is why I'm here. So the rest of it, I mean, I can live with it being a little bit cheaper, and the free shipping and the all the other things that go along with it is just, you know, part of that, part of what you do. And if you take a look at if you take a look at the Facebook price, if you join the group, you will see that for a full case, there's no team over $39 for a full case of this product. And what am I doing? And we even kept, I even kept the White Sox at $39. And that could have been a $100 spot. But what I did with this one is there's so many people interested in the White Sox, I left it at $39, but you can only have them in one case break. So once you get your one case break with the White Sox, then someone else gets it the next time. And I only do that. We only do that with the White Sox because I didn't really want to jump the price up, and so I figured, well, this way, I was good with where we were at on the margins. So I figured this way, that way we could make sure that we, you know, several people got a chance at that, and then there would be, even if you got one, you've got a built-in profit, right? And so that's the, you know, you do right by the people who do right by you. And the Facebook people do a good job of taking care of us with the breaks. I mean, our breaks usually sell out within 10 minutes. And we do a break a day in the Facebook group, sometimes 2. Like tomorrow we'll have 2. You know, you give back to those who give to you. I believe that. Thank you, Brandon. That's nice of you to say. Brandon knows. He and I had a nice long conversation about this product today. And that's all I'll say about that. We just had a good conversation about it. And that's the other thing is I don't mind the questions. Hey, Dune, do you think? I'll tell you the truth. I mean, you know, I'm of course giving you my own opinion, but I'm not giving you my opinion based on wanting to sell you something. I'm giving you my opinion based on wanting you to have the knowledge you need to make the decision on whether or not the buy is right for you. And I think that's the more important of the two. Because if I just say, oh man, yeah, oh man, pay $150 for the White Sox, it's gonna be worth it every time. Did you see this guy out of here? And I hear they're hitting 2 per case, and then we break the case today and we hit 1. Are you happy with me? You know what I'm saying? I will. We'll stop Joey and show it. If we get 1. We only had 1 in the case earlier. And it should be, the inserts were turned backwards earlier. And Fredbird was. So I'm going to assume they are in this one as well. If we get 1. Could be 2 in the other half. Nico Goodrum. I would like to pull a press plate. 1 of 1 of some kind would be awesome. Some more those. My favorite one, guys. I gotta be honest. Are the okay? Here's one. Okay, Jacques Peterson. So here's Walk This Way. This is 1. What do we say? Two per case. So I think it's about 2 per case. So this is one of, there's Walk This Way, and then there's Dugout Peaks, and then there's one more. Well, you know, the way that I looked at it when we did the pricing is that at $39 for the teams with the big rookies, if you hit nothing but a stack of 20 rookies, you got your money back. If you hit anything above and beyond that, then you're good where you need to be. Like we hit the Bo Bichette, SP earlier, and that just meant, you know, you got the 20 Bichettes plus you got that insert, which was nice, and took it over the top. Is it really good for you then? Is that you, the Holy? Do you have the, uh-oh, I feel something thick. Ooh, memorabilia. Okay, I'm not going to look and see who this is. So hold on. I don't want to see, because last time when it was the Mike Trout all I saw was the bottom part of this. So I'm going to slide you on top. Okay, because I don't want to know. There. Let it be a surprise. Let's let it be a surprise. I don't know if there's a giant, but maybe it'll be a giant. Woo, you're building up your forearms on this stuff, though. I honestly think these are tougher to open these are definitely tougher to open than the Heritage, where the Heritage just popped open really easily. And we opened, I don't think so. I think it's a player. I think it's a player. But I don't know. I don't know for sure. But because we got a mascot relic, so I would assume that this one's a player. I know. At the time, it was a good trade, though, Justin. I mean, they got a good player. They just kind of suck right now. Yeah, I don't even know what we're talking about. Yeah, forget it. Oh, the Top Series 1 packs were not too bad either. But in 44 cases of Top Series 1 that we broke, they never bother my forearm like these packs do. That is for sure. These suckers fight me. Javier Baez. And I hope that I haven't. We opened 20 earlier, and so it's, what are we, 24? And we're gonna open 40, 50 tomorrow, 50 boxes. So I'm gonna have to go down and get a massage on my arm. Michael Brantley. Gavin Lux. I think I'm going to buy more Series 1. Our Series 1 were fantastic. Yeah, Donruff wasn't too bad. It was fun. I don't recall the packs being tough, which was nice. I didn't open a ton of Donruffs. I think we only opened 4.5 cases of it. For Topps, Bo Bichette, we are going to be, our base will be, outside of a product like this, I think we're going to do 9 cases of this total. But then our base will be 12 cases for everything else. Because that's what we really need to have in order to comfortably get through breaking for a week. All right. Let's see. Do I have it the right way? Don't have it the right way. Is it dirt? Oh, look at that. Chris Bryant, Major League Mementos. What does that say? The relic contained in this card is from a Cubs W banner. Well, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. What's up, guys? What are we doing? Were they just out? Go check and make sure they were just out. Go check and make sure they were just out. And if they weren't, get them out. Got to keep the puppies on the right potty training rhythm. Does he? Okay. No variations yet. About, I think they're about one per case. Or one every just over case. Something like that. Like 266. Some number like that. Hey, Lincoln. Come put this fan on low and flip it around for me. Yeah. These ones have a bite at the end. Turn that fan on low. Just spin it around. Just spin the whole fan around. There you go. That's good enough. Pull it out a little bit. Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you. We got one in the case earlier. One in the case earlier. I don't know. It's too soon to tell what the average is, because some cases you get the, you know, you don't and then you do. Hasn't been a lot out this year, Dante. I mean, it's hard for me to again, Brandon, this is not a product though that you can judge by autos. It's not built that way. It's like hobby, top series 1 hobby. It's not built that way. It's not built for to be an auto strong product. Will we get 2 per case out of it? I mean, so far, oh, year over year, what's my favorite product? That's a good question. What was my favorite product last year? Boy, it's hard for me to not say Allen and Ginter. We had so much fun with Allen and Ginter. We opened so many cases of it too. Oh my lord, we opened so many cases of Allen and Ginter. I like Stadium Club. The photography on Stadium Club is always excellent. And we're going to mix Stadium Club this year with hobby and retail, because retail has the exclusive orange autos. And so I'm going to start taking, we are going to start taking more Aussie Albies and mixing more hobby and retail. I think that's like Topps Chrome. You can get the pinks and you can get the sepias. Well, if we mix a case of the pinks with a case of the blasters and a case of hobby, well then you have something. And those will be the fun ones to do. Yeah, Bowman Draft was a lot of fun. Bowman was probably the most fun for me because of Joey Bart. No, you know what? The product, Reese Hoskins. The product that I enjoyed opening the most of, because I really opened way too much of it, was the Bowman, the Mojo, the Target one. Oh my lord, I opened 104 of those at 20 bucks a pop. Way too much, but man, I enjoyed the heck out of that. Oh, I enjoyed the heck out of that one. So much fun. This year, my goal is not to open 104 boxes of it, but to actually break those boxes instead of losing my mind and opening. But it's easy to pick a Bowman product, you know what I'm saying? Trying to think what else we did last year that I really enjoyed. And it's always easy. Topps Finest was really good last year for us, and I like that a lot. Yeah, Topps update was a lot of fun. Yeah, because yeah, your first break you got all those Pete Alonsos, so yeah. Topps update we did really well too. Oh my lord, we did really well with update last year. Series 2 is allocated, so where I wanted to have 40 cases to break in that range, I don't think we're going to get there. Matter of fact, it's probably going to be more somewhere in the 20s for my initial allocations, which is not, I mean, that's not bad. I'm not complaining at all. I'm happy about that, but it's not where I want it to be. So we're going to be chasing that on the secondary market too. Do. You know what? I think, Dante, that depends upon who we know will be in it, who we have a rough idea who will be in it. I certainly think that you could make that argument for the last 2 years. I think 17 is actually pretty good too. DJ LeMahieu. But I mean, if you take a look at it this year, and we have a couple of big rookies that are going to be, I think honestly, Series 1 is worth stashing away a little bit right now. If you could afford to put away a case or two, I think you're going to be okay. Update is usually an allocated product, which means it's already going to have more value out of the gate. And if there's a couple of decent rookies in there, then it's going to be, you know, that much better. You know what I'm saying? But I would say even money, that it's going to be worth holding on to. Yeah. Hey, where's Ian at, Net? Tell him to get out here. Bo. Next up after this will be Inception. Inception will be a lot of fun. 16 boxes in a case. So you get the 16 autos. And the good thing about the 16 autos this year is you're starting off with a strong rookie crop. So if they have all the rookies in there, it's going to be, I think it's going to be a very good product. And I don't think a really over-the-top expensive product like you're going to run into again with your hand inside the fan.
That was me.
Did you lose a finger? Turn it around. Hey, turn the fan around. Pick up your finger. Go get the stapler Lincoln used to staple on his finger from yesterday doing that, and get your finger back on. Get your finger back on. Stop putting your fingers in the fan. He really didn't lose a finger, but it's just fun to say. That sounds kind of mean, doesn't it? You're laughing about your kid losing a finger. But it's not really. But it is. Yeah, I think Inception is going to be good this year. I think Inception is going to be good this year. I'm looking forward to it. I am poised to buy a bunch of cases up. So I am not at the number that I want to be at yet. I am with Gypsy Queen, which is out the week after. And then there's a Dead Week, which is where we may go back to Top Series 1. I'm kind of thinking I will. That's what I need. Then they'll really cut their fingers off. That would ruin the break. There'd be blood spraying everywhere. Screaming kids. Dogs would be howling. It might ruin the break.
Might ruin the cards.
Yeah, more importantly, it might ruin the cards. So yeah, I think Inception is going to be good. I think it should be good without being crazy. And there's usually some good numbers and things on the autos, which is nice. And it should be a fun break. And for me, it's an easy break because it's only, there's only one auto per box. So it's not we'll be able to sort and ship that in an hour. I actually can do something else instead of sort and bag and get it all ready to go and then go fall asleep. Roberto Clemente. Mookie Betts. Congratulations, you have a sticker. That is awesome. Oh, look at that one. That's nice. That one's going to be a nice one. Yordan Alvarez. We'll put that in the top load. Me too. That's all I have too. I only have breaks and dad jokes. That's all I got. That's all I got. Seven kids and they all look at me like I'm crazy. No, better not go for that much. I'll be honest with you. I'm not sure where they're at. They're going to be up a little bit because of the Louis Robert, but I would guess. I gotta believe you could get one 600 or less, right? I would have to believe that. I would have a hard time believing it would be more than 25 a box, 30 a box. Is it around 30? So 600. I mean, I just would have a hard time believing it would be more than that. I think if you looked around a little bit, you could probably find it for that. Lord, that'd be awful if it was 65 a box. I'd be losing money. We'd be having a sad break. There'd be snot and tears. $5.31 for the case. Yeah, that seems about right. This would be the 2020 Topps opening day snot and tears break. 28. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And I think there's value in a box at 28. You get 36 packs. You know, I think there's value in a box at 28. For 65? No, no one would buy it for 65. But honestly, the price, the cost of it isn't that far off from that 531. So, you know. But definitely the Louis Robert has made this a much more desirable product, much more desirable, and the fact that you have, you know, 4 good rookies in there, 4 A level, and then you've got some decent B level guys. It is really a rookie heavy product this year. All the Topps products, which is great. Joey Votto, that's a good one. Because even with all the A-level prospects, you know, the Gavin Lux and Nico Horner and Alvarez and Aquino, you still have a lot of guys, Luzardo, the Luzardos of the world. Wow, that was tougher to say than it should have been. That are Gavin Lux, that are you know, that are still, there's 3 or 4 of those guys, and I mean that's pretty good for right out of the gate. Right out of the gate last year in Series 1, what was there? No Mariners hits yet. Wow, that's a good one right there. No Mariners yet, Shalani. I don't think so. Who's this one? Oh, cuz. I have found a couple in the first case, the blues that had some corner issues. Not many, 2 or 3. Remember how that 2019 Topps Series 1, the foil, had the problems with the corner? It looked like there was a bad cut. It was something akin to that. So keep an eye out for that as you're going through. So now when I say tough, wow. Out of this product? Man, that is an awesome pull. When I say that it's more difficult, guys, we've opened 6 boxes. Now, we do have some decent rookies and things in here and some nice color. But, I mean, that should be perspective for everyone. Oh, Series 1. I love Series 1. You know. And again, I say that while I know we still have 5 more half case breaks to go, but you know, it is what it is, and I'd rather have people who buy in with me long term, you know what I'm saying, who are a little bit more modest in the way they handle it and a little bit more contemplative, I guess is what I'm looking for about buying what they buy into than you know, 5 guys that ram and jam and who are burned out in 2 breaks, and then that's it. You know what I'm saying? Those are the kind of people I like. The ones who, you know, kind of like Paul, who buys his Tigers, or Joey, who picks up a team, but it might be a different team every time. You know what I'm saying? Do you really? Pirates, huh? Oh, really? Piazza. That's a nice PC. I don't know if you know this about me, but I collect Giants cards. I might have a lot already from this year. Maybe have a lot from this year. Heritage is tough. You'll make it up, though. There are other products where you will make it up quickly. Heritage is not easy. Not easy. Our Heritage was great. The autos that we hit, when we look at the Heritage as a whole, we had some cases that were dogs. You know, there's no other way to call them except that they were just bad. But it was only a couple. So for the 17 cases that we opened, Howell's a lay for the Cubs. That's pretty good. But we hit all the big rookies, most of them multiple times. We hit Pete Alonso, 2 different Pete Alonsos, including a red. We hit Nolan Ryan, Carl Yastrzemski twice. So we had a lot of big hits, a lot of good color and things that came out of it. So I can't complain, but it is a, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty awesome there. But then you'll have something where you'll only spend $60 and you'll walk away with several $100s worth of things. It's the law of averages. You eventually catch the upswing. Because honestly, if you've been breaking for 2 years and buying into stuff and you honestly haven't hit anything worthwhile yet, then it's time to start thinking about approaching this a different way. There you go. That's pretty good, Justin. 17 cases. I didn't pull out 1 coin card in 17 cases. Only 1 stamp. So that's awful good. I am excessively jealous because I get nada of that. We pulled none of that. But I'm also proud of myself that I opened none of them on my own and none of them for myself, which I am prone to do from time to time. I'm going to try very hard to stay out of Inception. I won't have a problem with. I won't have a problem with Gypsy Queen. I might have a problem with. We pulled one. We pulled a polar bear. Out of Series 1, you're saying? We did pull a polar bear out of Series 1. Matter of fact, Mark Garrison, who I think is here. Can you believe that? A lot of people have said that, Shalani, that retail has been better to them than the breaks. I've heard that from a few people. Wow, that's nice. Our last Donruss case that we did in the Facebook group was really very good. We hit a Jordan out of 5. Was the low numbered non-auto. And then we hit a buyback auto. And, I mean, we just did a ton of stuff in that case. That was really a good one. Yep, we hit one polar bear. I was very happy with that. See, there you go. That Mike Trout nickname is an awesome card. I have not purchased any retail this year to open. And I'm going to try very hard not to. I am trying very hard this year not to. That is my stated goal, is not to. Whether or not I'm successful at that is another story altogether. The first one that's really going to give me problems will be Bowman. Truthfully, Bowman's going to give me some problems. I'm going to struggle with Bowman. I'm going to struggle with the HTAs when they come out of Bowman Chrome. I'm going to struggle with that. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. But I'm trying to spend more time looking at the big picture instead of looking at the little picture. And the big picture is our Facebook group is fantastic, very active. We run a case a day without any problem at all. And honestly, we're probably at 2 a day level. I'm not sure. We're there, which is why we're not consistently doing it. But I have the manpower for tomorrow for sure, which is why we're doing 2 case breaks, 2 full cases. And so the big picture is I got to have more product for the Facebook group, which is what I'm trying to focus my attention on. What did I do? What happened? Did I open another box with packs sitting here? What did I do? How come I have 2 stacks of packs? Did I just do that? Is anyone paying attention? I guess clearly I was not. Or did I just go through a stack twice?
Sleeve.
Yeah, those are sleeve. I did? Why didn't anybody say anything to me? I'm just having a good time. Just opening away like a goofball here. Well, I guess it's alright to leave a stack as long as you get around to opening it eventually. Yeah, you know. There, you want to talk to the guy who has the polar bear? That's him right there, Mark Garrison. He has a polar bear. I pulled the polar bear for him. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I just opened the packs. I don't know anything more than that. Yep, Mark's the proud owner of the polar bear. So they're saying the polar bear was only 15. Is that what I saw somebody put? There were only 15 of them made. That's pretty awesome. That Jordan out of 5 that we pulled out of Donruss has got to be worth a pretty penny then. Buster Posey, Gavin Lewis. Oh, look at that one. Nice, 2 rookies. Keno Blue. It'd be nice to get a 1-on-1 out of these, right? Mets are a good team for break. It's hard to, you know, there's really, when you think about it, probably the best overall team for breaks right now is probably the Blue Jays, right? Because you got Vladdy from last year. You've got Bo Bichette. You've got Kevin Biggio. That's a lot of good stuff. And then Jordan, you know, for the Astros, and then the Dodgers, and then the Cincinnati Reds. And then if you take a look at last year, the Mets are still going to be strong. The Padres are still going to be strong. There's a lot of good out there. There's a lot of good out there. A lot of potential. What's the matter?
I'm trying to keep this dog from eating all the boxes when I'm making a mess with peanuts.
Artemis?
Lay down.
Is that Artemis?
Yeah.
Why don't you put her there at the end? Oh, Lord. Why don't you have the twins put them up in their pen for a little while? Is that Giants? Huh? Lincoln Landon. Come on, move the dogs up to their pen, please. The puppies. So you don't rip your finger off? Yeah. All right. But again, any product that you have the Angels in, hey, flip that please. Any product that you have the Angels in, you know, is, I mean, that you have Mike Trout auto for the Angels is worthwhile. Because anytime you hit a Mike Trout auto, it's 3 figures easy. Ah, I did it again. Man. Whatever. All right, I'm going to try to open all 3 of these before I try to open the box up, the last box up. I clearly want to save that. I guess I want to save it. I hope so, because I don't want to open it. Man, I hope so, Joey. I've been pulling cards. Like I said, the hits guys are just, you know, this is one of them. I always say to everyone, start off your expectation being that you're going to get some base, unless you blind a break where they don't ship the base. And then if you get anything else from there, you know, then you're like, hallelujah. I mean, I know those are low expectations, but it helps you keep some perspective, because the worst thing in the world, and I've been there, is going into a break overpaying in the hopes that you're going to get some big hit out of there, and then you don't get a big hit. I can't tell you how many times I spent more money on the Giants in Bowman last year than I should have, and didn't get squat. No Joey Bart, no Luciano. So that helped me really focus my energy on keeping my expectations under control. Same way it is with opening a box of cards. I mean, you gotta, you know, I honestly could care less about anything else in there but the Giants. So for me, that's kind of a Not something that interests me a lot. Building sets are awesome, right? Nico Horner. Well, so far, I doubt it. They'll be back. I think everyone's being prudent, and I think it's smart to be prudent, and just to make sure that nothing gets crazy here. I think it's a good decision. But they'll be back. It's not like they're not going to be back. Even if it's a month away, you know what I'm saying? I get it. Being from the Midwest, we're not having so many problems, which is nice. Yeah, everybody just making a run on toilet paper. But I think, I mean, they're going to be back. It's not like they're not going to be back. They may cancel the last, what is it, 12 games maybe they have left? 12 or 13 games? Is that what I heard today? And if they might cancel that and go straight into the playoffs. I think there's more, I'd be more concerned about the NCAA tournament. But, so good to be prudent, though. Good to, better to err on the side of caution than err on the side of not caring, and then have something bad blow up, because we don't want to be Italy or, And it sucks for me because that means my Giants are probably not going to start their season. I think they announced that they weren't going to be playing or something. So that kind of sucks. And that sucks for me and Annette because we had tickets. We were going to fly into San Francisco for the entire Bay Bridge series and watch all 3 games and not have any breaks, and now we can't. I guess we'll be breaking cards now. What are you doubting? That I was going to go to San Francisco to catch the 3 games of the Bay Bridge series? I'm shocked. Hey, Nat. Yeah, when you're going through the White Sox, keep an eye out for Louis Robert. Is that what we decided his name was after listening to him say it, Louis Robert? Okay. Oh, what Albert was saying. Yeah, Louis Robert. I'm going to put a T on the end of it. But if you see him, pull him out. But he would be turned back. He was turned backward in the first. Yelich, nice. Okay, dude. Remember to open the last stack before you reach for the last box. Not sure why I stopped on Keston, but I did. Tim Anderson, Will Smith, Austin Meadows. I like the blue a lot. That would be a cool set if I had the wherewithal to try to put one together. I would do that one for sure. I like the red Target retail of this. Tim Anderson. Now this is another one, the lighter side of baseball. This is one every let me look. 700 and something packs, I think. Walk This Way are 1 in every 369. Lighter Side of Baseball, 1 in every 740 packs. So that's 1 in every almost 2 cases. So that's pretty good. If we had to pick, none of us would probably pick Tim Anderson. But, you know, it's okay. Who we talking about? The what's his name? Susugo, the Japanese player. I don't know how to say his name. If anybody does, hey, you, Albert, you were born in Japan. How do you say that? How do you say that guy's name? I'm asking you to type that out, obviously, to, you know, so I could see you type out his last name and go, oh, okay. Joey, I'm gonna pretend I didn't read that, dude. The guy for the Rays, is it Susugo? I don't know. He had a redemption in Donruss. We pulled a bunch of. I think we pulled 5 or 6 of those things. Pulled 2 in one case. 2, 3, 4. I think 5 of those we pulled. Yomashiti. Yomashti. TSU. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how to say it either. I don't know how to get the inflection, or I don't even know what word I'm looking for. Blackjack. Blue. Guys, I think we're going to need some last box mojo, so if you want to start racking that up with some last box mojo, I don't think that's a horrible idea. Last box mojo. Hey, Lincoln Landon, let's take those guys out, please. I think you just took them up and put them in their pen, right? I know, but I want you to go do that. So let's go do that. What was the name of the manager when Babe Ruth and oh geez, Lou Gehrig were playing? Was it Miller Huggins? Anyone know? I wish I knew, because I wonder who this guy is sitting in between them on this card, and I would assume that that's the manager. Doesn't say. It's a Babe Ruth card. All right, guys. Last box mojo time. This break brought to you by Pepsi Zero Sugar. Pepsi Zero Sugar, when you can buy them at Costco for $3 a case. Thank you, Pepsi, for not sponsoring this break, but I'll drink your soda anyway. Refreshing. Was it Miller Huggins? I thought it was Miller Huggins. Twitchy not so hot. Twitchy not so hot. We rescued him from a puppy mill, and he's got some problems. but we're doing our best to get him back to health. The other two are out of their ever-loving mind because it was $3 for a case of 36. Mark, at Costco, I can't pass that up. I mean, you know, 8 cents a can. I'm gonna drink it. Amen. Amen. That's what I say. I don't need toilet paper anyway. I prefer Huggies baby wipes for my sensitive areas. I don't like toilet paper. It chafes, you know. So Huggies, if you're out there, you want to sponsor the break. I give first-hand accounts to, you know, the use of your product. Say Sugo. Say Sugo? Awesome. Thank you, Albert. I knew I could count on you for that one. Say Sugo. Is it say or se? Sesugo? I guess that's what it looks like. Sesugo. It wouldn't be say. That doesn't make sense. So Sesugo. Sesugo. Okay. Yeah, Sesugo. Okay. Thank you, Sesugo. I'll try to remember that. When I get it wrong, you can remind me. I know. I don't know why I got say out of Sesugo. What? Do you really? Send me some Huggies baby wipes. Thanks, Brandon. I unscented, you know. Donruss, Albert. He was in 2020 Donruss as a redemption. Thank the Lord I'm not at the point where I'm wearing diapers, right? But if I ever get to that point, Brandon, I'll call you. If we do another marathon break with Tops, another 9-hour break, I'll call you up. Work out a deal with Huggies. And before anybody asks me, yeah, I would sell it out for a heartbeat for it. Unlicensed. Oh, good. She's a vet assistant. That's nice. He went down today, so got some more work done. So we're getting there. He's a tough little turd too, so I'm sure he'll be fine. You got it? Got to be tough to be a part of this family. Toro, nice. Clemente. We may get out of this, guys, without a Louis. So what does that mean? Yes, Donruss is Panini. Yes, I'm sorry, Panini Donruss. Donruss is the flagship for Panini Baseball. And then my favorite one is coming up, which is Diamond Kings. I love me some Diamond Kings. Moustakis. So seriously, if we don't hit a Louis in this, what does that mean? Does that mean there's two on the other side? Or like the case earlier, is there only one? I don't know. I don't know. I saw one per case, but I saw two as well. So I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. If it's only one per case, then I think it's a little undervalued then. If it's only one per. I think it settles in because if you consider something comparable, like I said before, the Donruss, the Series 2 of Vlad, we were pulling 6 of those per case, 5 to 6 of those per case. This is the last stack of this break, Albert. Last half box. Short man, your guess is as good as mine. I guess it kind of depends upon. I don't know. One per case would seem low to me. I mean, maybe it's, you know, that would seem low to me. And I would personally, if I were a collector of his, I would put more value on it at one per case than I would if there were two. But guys, we've gone through all but this last stack and we haven't hit one yet. And we opened the full case earlier and got one. So I can only tell you for certain what we've experienced, and that's what we've experienced. But I was told by several people that it was two when I started calling around to ask about it. Oh, look at that one. All right, Tatsies, we're going to put a one on. Wait, you pulled one out of this retail? That is crazy. That's a good pull. That's an excellent pull. Good for you. Honestly, had I known that they were going to put him in this product, I would have ordered retail. I had no clue. But I think this one had also, and was it this one? Or was it, I think it was this one that had, has blue autos that are like one every four blasters. Landon, Mom wants you. Was it backwards? See, and yeah, so they have been. That's why I don't believe we've missed one. We haven't hit one. If it is genuinely one per case, like I said, I do believe that changes value. But yeah, no guys, not one. That's that. And again, so I mean, perspective on this one. Blues, we had Tatis. Two good ones, Aquino and Alvarez. I mean, those are excellent. This is one every 720 packs for the lighter side. This one's one every 200 and something packs. These are one every. These are both pretty long. The one with the Major League Memento relics are one every 937. So this is a good pull. This is a good pull. One every 937 packs. And these, I think, are longer than that. They're one every mascot. No, that's not a commemorative patch. Mascot relic is one every 1,840. Right? One every 1,840. So they're tough pulls, but they're, again, that's why I say when I saw the numbers that were coming in from eBay, I really would strongly urge perspective in my bidding. Wow, that's pretty good. So there you go, guys. We're going to wrap all this up. We're going to have it shipped out tomorrow with our breaks Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That is rollover shipping weekend. Once you hit that 2-team cap, everything else you buy for the rest of the weekend will ship for free. But we will get this wrapped up tonight with the case that we did on Facebook and get them sorted and sent out. If you're into this product and you want to buy more, I would definitely consider joining our Facebook group. Thank you, Albert. So you guys all have a fantastic night. I put a link up there for the Facebook group if you want to join that. Again, if you want to buy more of this product, it's just not a horrible idea. And once you see, you'll see why. So you guys all have a fantastic night. Thank you very much for buying into our break. We appreciate you all very, very much. And we will see you all tomorrow. You guys all have a fantastic night. Thank you from all of us here at Restless Craft Breakers.